What's going on, guys? Devin here with Backcountry Exposure. Today we're going to talk about this guy, which is the King Cove double sleeping bag from Wildhorn Outfitters. This thing is brand new from them. It's a new offering, so I'm really excited to be able to share this with you guys. Got my hands on one pretty early and been able to check it out so far. And we're going to do a very much first impressions video on this sleeping bag today. This is not a review. A review will come after a lot more use and time with this bag as I'm able to go out car camping with my family this year. But I wanted to give you guys an idea of what this bag is because I'm really excited about it. I've had my eye on various double sleeping bags for a long time because my wife and I love to car camp. She does not, however, enjoy backpacking so much, so getting something like this was really important for our family to be able to enjoy the outdoors that much more, because when we go car camping, which is fairly often, we don't really sleep in sleeping bags. We take a load of blankets and just kind of create a bed that you would have at home out wherever we're going car camping. So to now have a really good sized double sleeping bag is going to make our experience out car camping way more comfortable and a lot easier. And this, which is fairly big in size, is going to be a lot easier than carrying half a dozen or so blankets that we typically would take with us to go car camping. So let's go ahead and dive in, take a look at the King Cove 30-degree synthetic double sleeping bag from Wildhorn Outfitters. Alright guys, let's talk about how awesome this bag is. My first impressions of this thing over the past week or so that I've had it have been really positive. And let's talk about the size of it. 72 inches wide by 85 inches long. So that is roughly the size and bigger than a queen size bed, which is crazy if you think about it. That's really big for a sleeping bag. A lot of times when you get a double sleeping bag, you're going to have something that is not quite that size. This thing is enormous. When my wife and I lay in it next to each other, there is plenty of space between us, so you don't have to worry about, am I going to be crowded in the sleeping bag with this person that I'm sharing the bag with? Not in this thing. Really good size. So let's go ahead and talk about all of the different features about it, things that are worthy of making this bag something you would want to purchase. So let's go ahead and dive into the construction and the features of the bag. This thing is made out of a full synthetic material with the polyester type of covering on it, and really soft. That's one of the things that I like about it more than other sleeping bags that I've seen. This thing feels like a bed, and the synthetic material in it is nice and heavy. It's about 6.5 pounds of total fill inside of this bag, which is crazy if you think about it. So they've given this a 30-degree comfort rating, which is fantastic in my opinion. And the amount of fill in here just makes it really comfortable. So what you've got are, along the zipper edge, Velcro closure here, you've got big oversized zippers, which is a really fantastic thing about the bag. Inside of it, you've got a removable and washable liner. So this piece here will unzip from the entire bag, and you've got the ability to throw this liner into the washer, which is a really nice feature for a bag of this type. Here on the inside of the bag, you do have a little mesh pocket that allows you to store anything in there, like you would need a phone or that kind of thing. A phone probably is going to be the most common item that you would put in that. But you've got that liner, and then here on the sides you've got really well done big baffles that trap the heat inside of the bag. So with these big zippers, a lot of times you've got a lot of heat that can escape out of the bag. But these baffles here on the side are so big on both sides that they just really close down and capture the heat, which is an important thing when you are sharing a sleeping bag of this size with somebody. You want to make sure that you're going to be nice and warm on the inside. So eliminating as many draft points as possible will make this way more effective in cold weather settings. Then here at the top of the bag, you've got a stretchy mesh pocket, which allows you to put in a small, like backpacking size inflatable pillow, or even a down pillow like this, whichever suits your fancy. So you've got that option on both sides. And then if I just crawl into this thing, you'll be able to see it's really comfortable. And the benefit to this mesh pocket is you've got something that's really soft against your head, so it's not scratchy or anything like that. The only downside that I could see with this is they probably could have flipped the direction of where this elastic is, because I think throughout the night that pillow is just going to push out from that elastic. And to be quite honest, when my wife and I are out car camping, we don't take pillows like this, so the likelihood of me using this specifically is going to be pretty rare. And we take the pillows from our bed at home and use them car camping because we're not really limited on space, so we've got bigger pillows that wouldn't fit inside of this mesh pocket anyway. Alright, so this is going to give you an idea of how much overall space is here in the bag. Now, I'm about 160 pounds, 5'9", and I've got several inches of space over here to my side on my left, and then all of this space over here to the right. So even if I am a side sleeper and I'm somebody that likes to kick my knees out, then I still have a lot of space with the person sleeping next to me to be able to do the same. Like, this has such a quality, awesome benefit of how you would sleep at home that, man, I'm just really, really excited about it. And getting nice and cozy down here on the inside is really easy to do. Sometimes with a sleeping bag that is not a mummy style, there are too many draft points and it makes it difficult to get yourself really comfortable. But this thing, just laying in here right now, granted I'm inside my house, but I am really, really hot, and that 30-degree rating is not something that I think is going to be an issue at all. It definitely feels like it'll be a comfort rating for sure. Something else that I really like about it is that on both sides of the bag, I've got the oversized large zipper to be able to stick a leg out and kind of regulate temperature that way. So I can do it on this side, and I can do it as well on this side of the bag. So something that might be a little cumbersome and a little frustrating for a few people is once you take the liner out of this and you separate the bag into the two single bags, then you've got a lot of zippers and things to be able to put this back together. And when I first got it, it wasn't together as the double bag, and so it was a little difficult to find out and figure out where everything was supposed to go. But once you get it figured out and you get it all put together, it's really, really nice. So I've unzipped the bag all the way and folded it out so you can see the inside, and this gives you an idea of the double baffle that I was talking about earlier to eliminate any draft points of hot air escaping within the bag as well as cold air entering with those oversized zippers. They also are going to allow it to be way more comfortable because you're not going to have any like kind of scratchy type of feel along your body from that zipper. So that's a really, really cool thing that I'm excited about with this bag. Here's just a quick look at the bag converted into a single. So you're just taking that width and cutting it in half. Really great for using this for 2 kids and just as an overall family bag. Okay, so the big question is overall first impressions. Are they positive? Are they negative? Overall, really, really positive. I'm excited about this. The cons for me for this are the fact that it is pretty heavy, but again, you're car camping. That's not something you have to be really concerned about. But the biggest negative for me is just the direction of this mesh pocket for the pillow. If you are going to be using a pillow like this, where it's just going to slip out, where your body is pushing in this direction, this being flipped around to where the just opposite of what it is would make it so you wouldn't have a pillow slipping out the top of the sleeping bag. But anyway, guys, for the most part, really, really cool. I'm super excited about this. This thing is brand new from Wildhorn Outfitters. If you are looking for a double sleeping bag, first impressions are really positive. But again, that is first impressions. We're going to do a full review of this after a good spring and summer season of using this as a family, and just get a really good idea of what we do like about it, what we don't like about it, and kind of go from there. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. As always, have an awesome day. See, even the kids love it.